Welcome to the Arsenal stand, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Mr. Laughter, right here as we discuss the game between Arsenal and Fulham. That was actually very interesting, enjoyable, loving every single thing you can say about this game. This is when you see the real Arsenal that we have been craving for a very long time. But thank you so much for joining wherever you are. Thank you so much. And those ones on the Twitch gang also, I've actually also introduced the Twitch guys. If you are on Twitch, big up to you. If you're on YouTube, big up to you. If you're on X, big up to you. Everyone, wherever you are on, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet and be part of the channel as we discuss this wonderful game that has actually happened already in the one of the best Premier League matches as we have seen Arsenal play for a very long time, guys. Now, it's interesting. It's going to be something that we will discuss together, and I welcome you again and enjoy and have fun and let me know every single thought that you have on the game and wherever you have actually seen in the game. I would welcome your comment. I would welcome your reaction. I would welcome every single view that you have on the game. I know the game was really interesting. First half was massive. First half actually gave us a lot of goals, and we enjoyed Yokeres, Bukayo Saka, every single passes that has been actually moving on, and you guys enjoyed it, and it's fun. And every single moment, guys, if you watch Arsenal this season, I think you have never seen Arsenal play this kind of football in a long time. Very long time, guys. I don't think even I mean, the last time that I saw this kind of football played for the Arsenal, that would be probably the North London Derby, in my opinion, because that's when you saw Arsenal going for it, trying, their best, going on, and Eze was on it, Bukayo Saka on it, and today is the only time that I've seen at least a glimpse of the Arsenal that we always, crave to see. Mikel Arteta, big up to Mikel Arteta, big up to Mikel Arteta, and big up to you guys for tuning in as well. Big up to Mikel Arteta for playing. We have been crying for MLS, man. MLS to be played in the midfield for a very long time. And I always said, if you are a long follower of the channel, you always know what I stand for. No good, and MLS was always on my radar. And I was like, this guy is playing the same midfield for a long time. And, Declan Rice and what is his name? Zuberman has played together for a very long time. And we didn't see Scaly in the midfield. We didn't see almost, no good play in the midfield. And today was the right game that I think Mikel made the right decision to play MLS. And this guy, I don't want to hear any issue of saying he's going to be sold to Manchester United. I have heard they have said that Arsenal at some point the rumor was like Manchester United actually was interested, to buy that is MLS from the Arsenal. I was really frustrated, and when I heard about that, and I was like, man, how can we really expect the Arsenal of all, really to sell their best player, like their best player, young talent, 19 years old, coming up from the academy and playing his best football last season. And everybody saw that MLS was actually one of the, rising star with Wadiri. And the way this guy bolsters, he boosts the midfield and boasts the midfield today, guys. He is a true Mikel Arteta player. And I think I am thrilled that Mikel Arteta said he could have actually played him earlier because he didn't think he was that good. Like he didn't know maybe it was his fault because he hasn't started him for a long time in the midfield. And the way he really controlled the midfield in this particular game is just beyond this world. He did great. That was my man of the match. MLS, Lewis Kelly was actually my man of the match in this particular game. I loved every single thing that MLS actually did in this particular game. Driving the ball, taking the ball. He is a risk taker. Somebody would just the risk as long as you know, however much you think he's not playing the game of football that you want. I think he's a great risk taker, and he has done wonderful, like a great job in the midfield for the Arsenal. For a long time, we were crying for this guy to start. And I hope Mikel has seen how good this guy is. I remember playing against Atletico Madrid one time also in the midfield. He was actually in the left. But the way this guy drove the ball in between, the midfield and giving that pass to Martinelli to score, even against Bayern Munich. If you compare Gyökeres, you combine actually if you combine Gyökeres, Eze and MLS together, I feel like that's a perfect combination because as you see, Eze also drives the ball forward and Scaly also drives the ball forward. We need those two players actually to play together if we need to progress the game of football forward because I feel like it has been very, very difficult, for Arsenal to see this kind of attack in the first half that we have had. It has been so long. And if we play football like this, if we play the same way that we have played against Atletico Madrid, driving the ball and going forward and leading the attack, I think we're going to beat Atletico Madrid in the Champions League because that's another game that is coming up on Tuesday. We shall actually have time to talk about it and have a little bit of discussions, everything about that game in in the week as the game goes on. But in general, guys, I think Arsenal played so well in this particular game, and they were really really good in all aspects in the in the pitch. Somewhere every single game was actually good. I mean, every play was actually good. We are going to talk about each player, give them player ratings and what they deserve as well. We're also going to discuss a little bit of, what I thought of Bukayo Saka's return in this particular game. Man, Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka. One of our own. One of our own that has been there for us. He has played the game for Arsenal for a long time. And the way people had been criticizing Bukayo the last few months, we didn't know he was actually having the injury that people, you know, Mikel Arteta didn't tell us. This man showed up today after recovering from the Achilles. It is the right Bukayo Saka we need, and it's the right Bukayo Saka that we have been missing for years. And I actually congratulate Mikel for giving the time, to Bukayo Saka to just go and just rest, and heal completely and return to be a monster. If we need to win this league, we need our best players to be there. If we want to win this league, we need Bukayo Saka to be there and stand and actually play the game of football the way we know he plays this football. Today, guys, or yesterday, that was massive. That was such a good performance from Bukayo after a long, long time. A really, really long, long time. And I believe every single moment that this guy is going to take us to the finishing line. If we can play football like this, the link up between Bukayo today and, our main man, Gyökeres, I haven't seen something like this for a long time. I haven't seen this. And it's amazing to see Gyökeres strive, do something different in the game of football that I have seen him. Many has actually given stick on Gyökeres. He has been under the radar. He has been fully scrutinized or even criticized a million times. But today, guys, Gyökeres led the line like a real striker that we got from Sporting, and the link up between him and Bukayo Saka and Trossard coming in, turning up. I feel like the all-round performance of every player today was actually on it. Calafiori was great. We miss that attacking player that Calafiori brings every time we play Nkapi. Nkapi has a very good, don't get me wrong, he is such a good player, and we all enjoy Nkapi when he plays. But I feel like Calafiori brings something different in this game of football that we always miss. And when he's there giving us the attack, I love Calafiori. He is floating almost everywhere in the pitch and gives us, the freedom to to just play the game of football, which is great, guys. It's been the missing, jigsaw whatever piece that we always like. If Calafiori is there, and if we have MLS playing in the midfield, we saw the progression. We saw the second half when Zubimeni came in, Bukayo Saka was taken out. The second, the few substitutions came in, and we saw how the game actually turned out. I know Arsenal was just kind of maybe also controlling the game, knowing that we have already won the game, so let's just not do something stupid and just focus on the game and do our best to move the ball and control the game and just stay in the game. I understand that 3 goals, a very, very massive goal difference that we needed for this particular Premier League title race. And I think we did really a great, great job to manage this game and keep it in tight and keep everything in between, the stakes that we wanted. And David Raya was on it. I know there was actually no threat from potentially from Fulham in any way. They didn't really trouble what is his name, David Raya, in any way, which was good. Guys, let me know your comment. How would you rate Bukayo Saka's performance today, and what is your rating for Yokere's performance and MLS in the midfield? What actually impressed you in this game? Because I have seen MLS play football, and even himself saying that he got to realize that he was called to play in the midfield right when he was about in the dressing room. That's impressive that he didn't even know he was going to play in the midfield till that moment. And how well, man, how well did he play? Wonderful football, man. Wonderful football. I have a lot of respect for this guy. And if Mikel wants to win things, if Mikel wants to refresh the team and bring more energy in the team, we need MLS to be playing in the midfield. We need Noga to come in. We need these fresh players who have actually been injured to rejuvenate, to give us that momentum and create, excuse me, and create that energy going forward to play the real game. And it helps a lot, man. I could see how Declan Rice was actually resting a little bit today with MLS coming in here getting the ball from the back as well. That was crazy. That was important for him to actually do that. It was so good. It was so good, guys. And I think if Mikel wants to win this Premier League, guys, there are a lot of things that he has to consider. Like he really has to consider certain things because these players are great players. They're good players. Sometimes it's just the matter of giving them the opportunity to be free, like play the game of football. Let them just run around and do what they can do. Let the players play with their strength. And today, guys, I think Mikel gave the freedom to Bukayo, and we saw the real Bukayo, and he gave the freedom to Gyökeres to lead the channels, running around and giving those passes. And it was so wonderful. It was so refreshing to see the first half and how the game of football was actually being played. It was so refreshing, guys. I don't know. Give me your thought, comment, and let me know. Well, the Twitch gang as well. Let me know in the comment as well. Those ones, on X as well. Let me know. Oh yeah, in even my guys here on YouTube, let me know your comment. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet and be part of the channel. Now the game of football, this game of football, now it's 3 games to go. 3 games to go for the Arsenal, and we are back to 6 points advantage. It's not yet done and dusted, guys. It is still a competition. It is still a massive competition ahead of us. We know Manchester City is going to play Everton. That is on Monday. And again, next week, Manchester City will play actually before us, and we shall play on Saturday. I mean, on Sunday. So we are going to be switching in between games. But guess what, guys? What I like the most is we took the advantage that we needed. Getting the 6 points in the bag is better than your game at hand. Game at hand is unpredictable. The good thing is this game at hand for Manchester City is against Bournemouth. It's against Everton, and we still have Crystal Palace as well with them. Brentford today beat West Ham, and Manchester City has really, really tough games to play. But I know they have made it through. So I'm not counting on any team dropping points against or Manchester City dropping points. My ideal world is we have got our 6 points, which is the first step. We have got our 6 points. We deserve to be there. Now it's time to move extra step now to get the goals that we want. Good enough today. At least we got our goal differences, to at least four goal difference ahead of Manchester City. Guess what? If Manchester City score 4 goals against Everton on Monday, it's all cancelled again. That means we are back to the level of playing the football. Now we are back to equal level like we had been doing it. It's massive. So this competition, this Premier League title race is on. It is not yet done and dusted, but I am glad. I am so excited. Welcome to May, guys. April was devastating. April was frustrating for Arsenal fans, for Arsenal players themselves. Welcome to May. And this is the moment where we show ourselves. It's the squeaky bum moment where we need to step up and get the job done, guys. I am really, really excited today, guys. You can tell. Bigger, bigger, bigger BP. I mean, BP. Welcome, man. What's the biggest game of the Emirates history on Tuesday? Man, that is gonna be massive, man. It's gonna be massive. Keep your eyes peeled. We will be right here to talk about it, and it will be massive. That is the biggest game for sure. And don't get me wrong. Today was actually the biggest game as well because had we dropped points in this particular game, it would have been devastating. Even it would have even, I mean, our atmosphere, our emotions and everything would have actually been completely down going to play Athletic Madrid. It is so refreshing that we got 3 goals going to play Atletico Madrid at the Emirates on Tuesday. This was the key, man. And Mikel Arteta was actually narrating on about it and saying they wanted to show that they are capable of winning at the Emirates. And that energy, we should actually take it on Tuesday. Take it to Tuesday to do the job there, and it will be massive. I like the fact that at least today we got the 3 points, and now we have 6 points caution. As Manchester City go back, go to Everton and they do whatever they want to do. It would be nice if Everton can step up and get maybe some points from them. It would be wonderful. If we know that before Tuesday, that would be a very important set. That would be point on it, man. That would be crucial for us to move forward with the game of football. That would be the best feeling I could actually have as we go to Tuesday to play. Because knowing that Manchester City could have dropped points on Monday and going to play a Champions League semi-finals, getting there, it is a big game. It's gonna be a big game for sure. We know Simeone with the way he styles. The style he plays. Everything like that, it will be massive. It will be massive, massive. BP, what are you saying here? 101. Every game is massive. Yeah, for sure, man. There's no game that is simple. I hate when people say, oh, this is a simple. On paper, you can say the game is really, really simple and nothing is, uh, good about it or something like that. But when you get to the real football, there's no small games. There's no simple game. There's no game like when we say, oh, okay, we're gonna do this and this. They can show up and beat you thoroughly, and you will say, okay, I don't want complacency when it comes to game of football because I've seen that from Arsenal. Sometimes when they play the smaller teams, they don't really play with the gear and the momentum and all the energy that they have, which makes it difficult. But I have seen these guys play the real game of football, and today was one of the examples. I have not seen Arsenal play like this for how no like Trossard was turning and twisting today, like giving all the crosses and passes. Everyone today on the pitch, which I'm gonna give them their play ratings later on at the end of this stream, they deserve at least credit because they turned up. They turned up. They did what they're supposed to do. They played their games. They did every single step that I expected of them. And guess what? I was in my predicted lineup. That's even yesterday. As I did before in the stream, guys. I said Calafiori has to start, and he started, which was great. I knew completely he was gonna start because Nkapi has played so many games even after returning from the injury, and Calafiori gives us a different dimension, which is very, very important in this system that Mikel's play, And attacking wise, I think he is one of left back that is good at going forward and carrying the ball as well. And he also is good at going forward and trying things. The goal that he scored and was disallowed because of being offside. That was a complete hater that you could see. Calafiori has that in him that sometimes he just poking in the he pop in the pocket somehow even up front and getting to score goals, which I like about him. The only problem with Incapié is he's great, he's really good at defending. He defends so well, and you can see. But the only thing is he doesn't go forward like the same way Calafiori does. But I think in this game for Atletico, I would start with Incapié, and probably if things is not going so well, I would put Calafiori and bring him on so we can see what he can do, for the team as well. But it's been refreshing to see, the handbrake taken up from Mikel and every player, going on for it. Bukayo Saka on it, doing his best, living his best life. I think Gyökeres today, 21 goals in total now in the Premier League. I mean, all competition, I guess, 14 goals in the Premier League. That's a striker that has just joined Arsenal, and people were like, "Oh, every time, oh, he touches ball, oh, he touches the hair on his head more than his goals and stuff." Like everybody criticized this guy. I know he's not the striker that people think, like Thierry taking on people. He's like the skillful a striker that does everything right and stuff like that. He's just a manual mechanic striker. We get to accept that. He is not the striker of the world that people want to see. Maybe Aguero, maybe Alvarez, those, Ruud van Nistelrooy, but he does score goals. When you give him the chance, he score goals. That's the main thing I like about Gyökeres, even if his style of play. But today his link up with Bukayo was superb. It was great. It was wonderful. You could see clearly. But let's see what is Bob saying here. BP saying here. Do you think City will drop points? BP. I think they will, man. I think this city that people are talking about, that's the best city, that we have seen on, in the recent seasons and stuff. I guess I don't know which game though, which they could actually drop the points. I'm looking at Brentford today, the way they played, man, against West Ham. I know West Ham is not like the best team that you can actually rate a team playing against them and thinking they are going to be, a great team. But I think I'm looking at Bournemouth, I'm looking at Brentford and Everton on Monday, man. Going away to Everton is not easy. I know they have, shifted from, Goodison Park. Now they're playing at, Il Dickinson Stadium. And I think it's going to be a massive at night in Merseyside, it's going to be nerve-wracking for Manchester City. If they don't score early and Everton at least get a goal, man, it's going to be heroic. It will be complete eruption at Il Dickinson, because I know how these Everton fans react to, goals and stuff like that. And the pressure will be there on Manchester City. They could beat Everton 4-5-6, but I think City will at some point drop points, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but let's keep an eye and see. If they go past Everton, beat them thoroughly with nothing, and outperform them completely and nothing you could see in it, I would say probably maybe they won't drop points. And if they go against again to Brentford and play the game of football, and you could see that their performance is just superb the way Arsenal is, then I would say maybe this is gonna be decided by goal scored or maybe goal difference, because both teams could win all of their games, and then it will come down to goal difference and and goal scored, which at least if Arsenal can score, the only advantage I have is Arsenal will go to West Ham. If we play like the way we played yesterday or today, it's gonna be 3-4 goals again. Because I know West Ham has been a bogey team for us, but they're also fighting relegation. But when you look at the way Brentford played, if we turn up and just smash West Ham 3-0 again, I think if when it comes to the end of the season, I believe 6 7 points. I mean, don't get me wrong. They have Alan who can score 6 goals in one game. So I'm not saying maybe City can do whatever they want with their goal scoring opportunity and stuff. But the good thing is I think the defense of City has actually improved a little bit. But when you look at the game that they played against Southampton, the game that they played against, Burnley, they had chances. Burnley had chances. They could have scored 2 or 3 goals even. So I am just basing this analysis on what I will see in the next few games. If the next few games they won comfortably, then I think we're gonna go all the way to the wire. I would say maybe they may not drop points, but I am most optimistic they might, even if a draw. It could not be 3 points, but it could be like a draw. Losing 2 points or something like that. That would still be very important for us. But we also need to do our job, guys. We need to do our job. We have to do our job and make it, um, there so that at least we can also have a better cushion. But I'm very very happy that at least we have 6 points at the moment and just chill and watch City do their thing on Monday. Whatever they do, it's not my concern. If we have the time to do the live, the watch along, I will. But I am very happy that at least we got 6 points in the bag for this particular. Let me know your comments, guys. Thank you, BP man, for joining the stream as well, and thank you for being such a great, great, great audience. You're an absolute legend, and big up to you, man. 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 Now let's go and talk about who is man. How I crave this performance to have been the performance that we can emulate against Atletico Madrid. If we play like this against Atletico Madrid, guys, I see nothing like a complete win. If Bukayo Saka can show up again the same way he showed up today, I completely see nothing going wrong against Atletico Madrid. The whole key is in Mikel Arteta's hand. I have seen him talk again after the post-match conference that Odegaard, Kai Havertz are trying to get ready to get back. But from what I've seen, guys, I think it was a wise decision to have Zubimendi rest and have Rice play together with, Scaling. Are we gonna keep that midfield for all the rest of the Premier League matches? And Mikel could go back again to his system of playing, Declan Rice and Zubimendi again in the Champions League, which potentially I think it would be the ideal thing to do. But if Zubimendi messes up at some point, I think we should bring in MLS. We will talk about that game, but I am very, very optimistic that this game against Atletico Madrid coming on Tuesday, it's a massive game, but we shall win. I think we shall win that game. Looking at the anger that Mikel was talking about in his press conference yesterday, by one, and seeing that the players are actually doing exactly what Mikel has spoken. Because I've seen Mikel spoke a few times. Oh, bring your lunch. Oh, bring your cookies. Or bring, uh, we are on fire. We are this and this, but it wasn't showing on the pitch. I big him up at least when he spoke about anger, when he spoke about the desire and the excitement that the players have as far as this game was coming on. It makes my heart happy that the players are actually hungry. The way they play today shows that they have the hunger in them to go and perform and win the game of football. That's what we want, guys. We want these players to show up and do what they are best at. Play the game of football and do whatever they want to do in the pitch and get us the 3 points or get us the goals. Example is Jokeres today. I've never seen Jokeres play like this, guys. I have seen him have chances, leading up the channel and running around and doing stuff. But today, the link up between him and Bukayo Saka, if we keep that going on, man, we could see like this triangle being played. There was a lot of relationship in this football. Probably it's just down to Fulham maybe being, so bad. We can't really overhype. We can't say this game was like the most perfect, example of how Arsenal would actually approach the game against Atletico Madrid. But I think this game has shown us that there is a lot of when you see the relationship between, MLS and that is Eze, that was really really good. You could see, Ben White linking up with Bukayo. That was good link up. Bukayo linking up with, that is Gyökeres. That was great. Eze today linking up with Trossard. There was a lot of, few things in there where you could see like, yeah, these guys are playing football. And we were missing that. I feel like Arsenal plays so well when they, link up together in the field and do their thing here and there. And like it was such a good performance to me in the first half. And guys, let me know your thoughts on it. In the next few games, 3 games down the road, what should we do really to maintain this momentum? Because if we win against Atletico Madrid, we're in the finals. That's massive. That should re-energize. That should actually give us more encouragement to go on and win the Premier League, because this would mean we can go for a double. I'm not saying we're going to do a double. I'm not saying, yeah, this team is really capable of doing a double at the moment or stuff like that. But how big of a boost would it be for us to go into the finals, go there into the finals and play and have 3 games left for us to focus on in the Premier League, the game of football that we all want. Everybody wants to win. Most people want to go for Premier League. People, I like that in the Champions League, people are not really focusing, on Arsenal winning the Champions League because they know the opponent that is coming on. PSG and Bayern Munich. Everybody's scared of PSG and Bayern Munich, but I think we shouldn't be scared of these teams, because these teams, we have ever played against them. So we know how they play. And Arsenal, when it comes to teams that attack, and don't know how to defend, we can completely derail them at some point and just deprive them from even taking a shot on target and slow the game down and just play a game of football. Bring them to no pace completely, bring them to no, nothing completed, so we can play our own game of football. It's a massive, massive game of football for me. I enjoyed this game today. Like seriously, I enjoyed this game, and I can praise MLS. I can praise, Gyökeres and Bukayo Saka enough in this particular game. I feel like those were the key players. Don't not forgetting the defense, guys. I will give my player ratings in a bit. Big up to Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka. You are right, man. 3-0, man. You are right, man. You are the man. You are the man, Bukayo. Saka, boom, 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 boom. You are the man. You are the man, man. Big up to yourself. I knew, man. I was like, yes. Saka said he was. I mean, Saka said it's gonna be 3-0. And I when they scored, I was actually waiting. I was praying that in the second half we could get another goal, man. Because my prediction was 4-1. So I was like, I hope they score one more goal. I hope they score one more goal. But I mean, you win, man. You win. Big up to yourself. That is a great football knowledge. I know prediction can match. Sometimes you don't, sometimes you do. So I've got predictions right as well many times, but it's not necessarily that you know football more than the others. But I think it's massive. It's massive, man. 3 points, 3 goals. What else could we ask for, man? What else could we ask for? That is good enough, man. Your thoughts on the game, man? What was your Saka? What was your thought on Lewis Kelly starting? I think he was the game changer, man. The way we played today was all down to MLS starting in the midfield. The drive that these guys bring, the game of football, turning around with SA doing the same thing, pushing forward, not really, going back. We had, a few, back to back, how do you call it, back to the goalkeeper pass a few times, but I think all in all, our forward passes were immense. Our players were actually wanted it. You could see the anger, like Mikel was saying. You could see that they wanted to score more goals in this particular game, and it was good, man. I hope they keep that momentum. I hope they keep that gear going on to Tuesday because we need this. We need this. Semifinals is going to be a massive game, and we can't afford to go back to the old slow style of football. We need to attack this game and defend as well. We know Atletico has good defenders and stuff like that. They have good attacking, players as well. But at the Emirates, let's bring the fans, bring your lunch, bring whatever you can, but bring your coffee because the game is gonna be in the night. Bring your dinner and let's see how we can make it to the finals. This should be the most heroic Champions League semifinals in the history of Arsenal. If we can do that, man, I would be over the moon. I will be excited and happy, and we shall have another happy stream as always. As I know, Clark yesterday said if we get beat by Fulham, he's gonna come here and hear the meltdown. There is going to be no meltdown, in my opinion, going forward. I think this team has resurrected. They have resurrected from their grave. They have seen the benefit of playing the game of football. They have at least they have refreshed, restored every single thing that they have been missing in the game of football. And going forward, I think not that we can't struggle in some games. Some games are still going to be tough. I'm not saying we will just be free flowing football going everywhere. It is still going to be difficult, but we will make it over the line, guys. Stand in with me and stay in the channel. If you haven't subscribed, be a member and subscribe. And we will just be going on, and discussing Arsenal every single day. And we can see exactly what Mikael has for us in store. 2 games, 3 games to go, and we will be champions. That's all we want. What's Saka saying here, man? How amazing was that, man? I am proud of you, man. I'm proud of you for predicting it right, man. It was great. It was great. I was actually thinking about you all day. I was like, oh, this guy got it right. Three, got it right. It was massive. It was massive, man. You are the man. You are the man. MLS, Yokore, Saka were phenomenal, man. Man, I can't praise these guys enough, man. These guys were so good today. So good. It could be down to Fulham being so bad. Of course, they didn't play the first half well. I like, you know what? The thing I like about this game is Gyökeres hasn't been really making those runs of recent. And what I liked about it is he was just right there he was giving himself to be found. And with Gyökeres, if you find him, he always tries at least to score. That's the one thing I like about Gyökeres. Much as he's a manual, mechanical, wherever striker we have, but if you as a winger or maybe a midfielder finds him, he always kind of try at least to take a shot or maybe wait for a second player and control. He was doing everything right, and I think he deserves to get the man of the match that he was actually given because I felt like he led the line so well. He was he was being a menace to the defenders. We were trying to pull him down and stuff. He was just standing there, battling, going for eyeballs, going for the aerial balls, coming, aiding them, and controlling when it's all round game of football. In this game, I think it was good, man. Gyökeres takes it. I know the main man for me who played really, really well in the first half was Bukayo coming back, people were talking, "Oh, he's not the real Bukayo Saka. He's this and that. It's not the Saka that we deserve. I mean, he's finished. Mikel Arteta has killed him. I haven't said that, but talk and give him a chance. I feel like he turned up today to remind people that he is still the star. Our star boy is back. The star boy is completely back. And he came back at the right moment that we need him. We need Bukayo. Going forward, finishing this squeaky bum moments, we need Bukayo to be fit. We need Bukayo to turn up. We need Bukayo to show every single skills, show us his ability, scoring and giving assists. That was one hell of a performance that I think he hasn't had in a while. And like I said, I'm so thankful he got that rest. I'm so thankful Bukayo had that chance to rest and just come back a different person, a different person. And it was good, man. Gyökeres, MLS, Saka, those were my three guys in this game. And I think they did more than we could expect. Big up. These three guys, I'm giving them 9 out of 10. MLS, Bukayo, Gyökeres, 9 out of 10. No doubt. 9 out of 10 for me. If you think I'm being so delusional, let me know. But I think they deserve a 9 out of 10 performance. They were perfect. Great. Look at the defense. Calafiori played really well, had the chances. I think for him, he deserved maybe 8 out of 10. Saliba and Gabriel did what they could do. They played well. It was great. They didn't really. They weren't actually disturbed. They weren't actually given the challenge so much. And I think they did the regular basic thing as a defender you're supposed to do, which was great to see them. No even shot on target were actually gotten. So I think they had maybe one or two shot on target for a long time. So they did the job as defenders. They performed well. I give them 8 actually. Saliba 8, maybe Gyökeres, Gabriel also 8, and then possibly I think Ben White, man, Ben White had some little bit of a challenge at some point in the game. And I think Mikel is trying to play these guys so he can get back to his rhythm. Because what Ben White is missing is his rhythm, I think. He plays well. He performs well in some games. The way he runs and pass the ball is great. But the only challenge is he's not. I think he's just missing something small. He's not like really, really coming to the level of Timber. If Timber comes back, I would just bring him back in completely and let Ben White rest. I thought he has rested. He had not played really so many game of football. Like I thought he was going to be more refreshed and more of a of a great defender at the moment because he got all the rest. He was injured for a while, so he should be fit. I don't know whether he's not yet fit. Maybe he's also playing with injury. I don't know. His performance today was not so good to me, but I mean, even against Atletico Madrid, giving that penalty, I think Mosquera probably would start for me against Atletico Madrid, but also Mosquera has a problem when a player runs at him. It's a little bit difficult for him actually to defend as a number 2. He's really good as a defender in the in the center of the defense, but I guess I don't know what Mikel would do on Tuesday, but he might still play Ben White again. I mean, he recovered from the mistake that he made. At some point, I thought it was like, no, Ben White cannot do this again. But hopefully, he can recover. But his performance wasn't. I think from all the players today, I think Ben White maybe might have not had the best performance. So I'm gonna give him 5 for the game as well. So let me know if it's I'm being actually, you know, um unrealistic. But I think 5, he deserves a 5. He wasn't like super like good, but he did something right. Let's see here. Alex Wang. Big up to you, 87. Welcome to this channel. Welcome to the stream. I salute you, absolute legend, man. Big up to you. Man, guy. I saw your comment, man, on the video. Now you're back here. Let's see what you're saying. You guys got really lucky today, man. Your opponent didn't show. you see, you see what I always say. If Arsenal is playing so well and we are on top of the game, people now turn their mind and say, "Oh, the opponent wasn't that great. Oh, the opponent wasn't like doing the best thing they could do." How about you just praise us, no man, Alex? How about you just give us the credit and say, man, you were on it. You today, I give it to you. You have played your really good attacking football, and I enjoyed the watching. Like I would appreciate to hear that from you, Alex. To be like very honest with yourself and say, yes, we have done it. These players have really done it today. I give it up to you, but not saying you lucky, man. Sometimes you make your own luck also. If you don't show up, then it would have been a different story. But we did show up, so it's not a problem. It is, how can I say? It's Fulham's problem. We didn't tell them not to turn up. We didn't say, okay, Fulham, you're coming to the Emirates. Please don't play your best players. Please don't come up and challenge us. Do your own thing. We will just do our own thing, or maybe play in a certain way, and then you can beat us wherever it is. We're not fighting for anything. You guys are fighting for the Premier League. Go and do your thing. We did not call Fulham to do that. So we make our own luck, first of all. And second of all, you should be very thankful and appreciative of what we have done, man. It's not only luck. Luck can be part of the game, but at this point, I see how Saka worked so hard. I see how Gyökeres did his own thing. So it was not purely luck. It was goals scored out of the effort and the chances that we had created, Alex. Big up to you anyway. But you get that. Mikel old team is going to put a dent on City's title. I am absolutely. I mean, you are absolutely correct, man. Saka, you are absolutely correct. This has been a devastating win to Manchester City. I am seeing Pep Guardiola sitting there tomorrow on. I mean, sitting there on Monday saying, "How are we going to cope with this situation?" Arsenal has clicked at the wrong moment, 6 points, and we can't count our cheeks before they arch because we still have the toughest, fixtures. They could blow all the five teams away, but I don't think they do have the capability to do it. So I'm still optimistic City will drop some points, in my opinion. I could be totally wrong, but we shall see. Whatever comes on, it's going to be massive, guys. So let's keep it quiet. Let's keep it going. Keep it rolling. And at the end of the season, we will see what this City team is made out of because people think they are still the shark that is coming to chase, but now they have to chase us so well so we can actually meet in the finishing line. 3 goals, big up, 4 goal difference, massive. Let's see what they can do on Monday. We will have a stream again on Monday anyway because the game is gonna be we are gonna play Champions League on Tuesday, so we will still be here to discuss whatever happened to City and whatever happened to whatever is gonna happen to Arsenal on Tuesday. So chill out. We will be right back. Ben was shaky. Yeah, for sure, man. He was shaky, but he didn't close it out well. Yeah, I think. I mean, yeah, like I said, Ben wasn't really on it. I don't think it was his best performance to me. It was kind of I don't know what was wrong with him, but and that's why I gave him on a 5. But the rest of the game was good, man. When you look at the midfield, I think I gave all them. And Trossard, I think he did great too. That cross, man, for Gyökeres was superb. I think he deserves an 8 as well. So Trossard today was immense. It was massive. I gave him a 6. I mean, an 8, which was great too. Madrid came on. I think. I mean, he kind of sometimes this debate, where people say remember at some point when Madueke came in and Bukayo Saka wasn't playing well, everybody was like, we need to start Madueke. Madueke has to start. Bukayo Saka is not doing great. Madueke is better than Bukayo Saka. Those silly conversations was actually coming on there, and I don't understand why people even entertained it. Bukayo Saka is a different class. You could see the difference already when he came on. He started the game today, and look at what Madueke came on to do. Running the balls outside, as always, taking his players and giving a very terrible final passes. If he can improve on that, I think he will still come, to the level of Bukayo. But I don't think there's any case that Madueke could bring to put even Bukayo Saka down in any game, whether it's being English league or I mean England or maybe in the Premier League or at Arsenal. I don't think Madueke has that in him to really outplay or even go ahead of Bukayo Saka if Bukayo Saka is totally fit and playing the game. So, man, but Madueke wasn't on it for me, Bukayo. Huh? I am not saying it was a good win. I'm not saying it was a good win. It wasn't good win. I am just saying, look how your opponent play. I mean, I said it's not down to Arsenal man to control what Fulham does. They came to the Emirates. If they wanted to show up, they could have. If they wanted to play their football, we did not deprive them from playing the football. We just only did what we could do. And what you guess what? Arsenal has to play the game that makes them win the game. You can't play because Fulham is doing this, doing that, doing the other thing. You play in the style that your manager thinks you can win the game of football using that particular style that you're playing at the moment. So if you have watched Arsenal, if you're close, I'm sure you watch Manchester United. Every single game is not played the same way. There are always a little bit of thing coming in there, going in there. There's styles that you always bring in a game to just kind of balance and mix up things. Because if you play the same style every day, you get found out. That's why Arsenal sometimes they got found out. They couldn't even break down low block teams and stuff like that. If you come very wide open like Fulham, they can destroy you, which is what I thought we did against Fulham. We were just pressing Fulham so up high the pitch, and they didn't know what to do. So that's not down to Fulham being bad, but it's just down to how we were counter pressing everything, going forward, and playing the game of football with intensity and going to win with the mentality of winning the game. That's how I think we came across it, and we managed to win the game. It's not just like they were terrible or something like that. That's just my thought. But you're correct. So I'm not saying you guys didn't turn up. I am just saying you guys got lucky that your opponent didn't show up. I mean, oh, I think it's repeated now, right? Yeah, you did repeat that. But I mean, it's been great, man. It's been great, and I think the game of football that we play, man, has been poor for sure. We haven't been playing so well for a long time. But like if you get chances like this to explore and just do whatever you want to do and play the game of football that I think it's great. It's massive to me. It's wonderful. I enjoy it and having fun on the pitch with the players. Doing whatever they can do and being free. It's great. You could see how free these players were today, man, because the handbrake was actually taken off completely, and Mikel said, "Go on and do your thing." Even when Delmont came on, he tried that, cameo and playing a little bit, trickery and stuff like that. He could have scored, but at the last moment, he didn't really kick it, kick the ball the right way he should have done it. But I think it was all round a better performance compared to the game that we have been playing of recent. So welcome to May. May has brought us a fruitful harvest. That is our first game in May. It's massive. We have won it 3-0. Long may it continue, and long may it keep going, and we see what will turn up at the end of the season. 3 games to go, guys. 3 games to go, and we will be champions. We will be champions. Oh man, how happy would I be? How happy would this channel be, man? All the members, everyone, people who have subscribed, people who always watch, how happy would we be? I'm sure even Alex would be so happy for Arsenal to win the league. You will absolutely be happy. And we will sing all the songs that we can ever sing. Of course, we shall have a big entertainment here, singing all songs and having more fun, enjoying. Like I said, if we won the Premier League and the Champions League, we will give you a gift. This channel will for sure give you a gift, either being, Arsenal t-shirt or Arsenal jersey, a hat, or maybe, wherever you can have. We will at least get something for you guys who have been here for the channel for a long time. At least we will have a gift for you. Pick up every single one. It will just be simple. We'll actually do a poll. I mean, do like a little bit of all round or stuff and things, and we'll get you there. We'll get it. Whoever will win, we will find you and give you get away to ship it to you. Anything that we have on the channel, because it's gonna be massive. Okay, Alex, what are you saying here? I'm not saying you guys didn't turn up. I am just saying you guys got lucky that your opponent didn't show up. I mean, it's not luck, man. Why are you talking about luck every time, man? As the tune goes, bridesmaids again, bridesmaids again. Ole, ole, ole. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Let's see. I like what you're saying, Alex, and I like your banter. But I want you to be there when we lift up this trophy. I want you to be here. Come on the channel and tell me that We deserve to win this trophy, and you will congratulate us officially on the channel. I would appreciate it, and I will share the link for you on that very day. You can come on the channel and people can see you, and you can tell everyone that yes, the Arsenal stand community, I stand and lift up my hand and say, you guys did a great job for the season, winning the Premier League after 22 years. Wherever way you played, guys, I know it wasn't really, really, captivating or exciting game of football, but you made it over the line and you won your league for the last 22 years. I want you to come very honestly and tell us that if we go ahead to win the league, that's what I only need from you. I know it's banter, but sometimes banters is good. But at the end of it all, if we go on to win the league, I'm sure you will have a heart to say, yes, I give it all to you. I give it all to you. But big up to yourself, man. Big up to yourself. Mikel should get a 10-year contract if you guys bottle it again. I'm sure you're not serious, right? Ah, hopefully, Carrick should get a 20-year contract, man. If we guys win, if Arsenal win the league and Carrick doesn't win anything, you guys should give Carrick a 20 years contract so he can stay there and keep Manchester United somewhere there. you, oh man. Let me see. Did I finish my player ratings? I think I did all the rating. Who came on? Superman came on. Let me finish the player ratings real quick. Give Superman came on. I think he didn't really play so well. I mean, just probably 10-15 minutes is not bad. I think I will give him a 6. Maybe even 6 is too much. 5 probably. 5 for Superman coming on. Who else came on? I think I already talked about Trossard, who started the game. And who came on for Trossard? I don't even know the substitute, guys. Who substitute came on? I think it was let me check here. I don't even remember now who came on because I know MLS finished the game. Oh, Noni came on. I think um I already gave him his rating. He gets a 5. Um Fulham. So Noni gets a 5 as well. Gabriel just came on. I mean, he was just playing offside every time. I don't know why he did that, but I think yeah, for him, for Gabriel Jesus, he didn't do so much. I think he deserves a 5 as well. 5 is good for him, which is even way too much. I think even 4, he wasn't really playing anything good for me. Um, and then who else? Did Martinelli come on? I didn't even see if he came on. But Pierre and Capier and Noni Madueke, I mean, all those guys. I don't care about the substitute or Mikael calls them finishers. What is Alex saying here? You mean if you guys win? Yeah, I mean, if we won the Premier League, that's what I'm saying. You have to come here and tell us how good we have been for the entire season and celebrate us and say congratulations, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm never going to say anything good about your shambles of a team. Then you're not a real fan, man. You are not a real fan. A real fan has to be objective. You have to, as long as you criticize your opponent or criticize your position. I don't know how you call it. You should be thankful. You should be at least appreciative of what the other team is doing because, I mean, for me, I watch football with a very different eye. I watch football with a Diamonism, I would call it. I don't watch football just because I only support Arsenal. I watch Manchester United game. I watch Liverpool game. I watch even Tottenham Hotspur. Sometimes I watch their game. Manchester City. If I have a chance, I watch everyone's game because I know I can learn. I can learn so many things from all the games. If you're an Arsenal fan or maybe Manchester United fan and you only focus on your team, I don't think you would be a good a YouTuber like the somebody who does journalism and stuff, I don't think you would be such a good you know content creator if you just only focus on your team. And I call up whenever I watch other teams. I also say, yeah, they were good. They were I appreciate what they do because that's how I am anyway. I'm not saying you're supposed to be like me when you're discussing things and looking at stuff like that. But I like to have a mindset where I am appreciative of what the other team is doing. I would congratulate Manchester City if they won the Premier League. I will be devastated. I will be disappointed, but I will still thank them, appreciate them for what they have done because they outplayed us maybe probably because we bottled the league and it wasn't their problem. It was our own problem. So I have to kind of appreciate them for what they have done. So even the same thing, Manchester United beat us last time at the Emirates. I was actually saying, yeah, they did the right thing. They beat us because we had not actually been beaten at the Emirates for a long time, so that was a good thing. It woke us up because sometimes when you're sleeping, you have to get beat, and maybe it allows you again to take a second step to say, okay, we're not immortal. We have to, get up and do something here. And that's how Arsenal was awakened by Manchester United after they got beat. And I think that was a crucial moment at Arsenal's level at that time to help them also, wake up and get to kick in again and go on for runs. So that's how I look at football, man. I look at football at a different angle, and I don't just support Arsenal completely and just blind every other part of my mind to think of other teams. That's not me. In other words, anyway. I mean, you guys have to do a lot to even start to compare to a team like um, Man as trophy counts. I mean, Arsenal has trophies in the cup. If it comes to trophies, man, we do have trophies. The only thing is we haven't been winning in the last 22 or whatever years. But Arsenal, when it comes to trophy, FA Cup, I think we were actually the ones who have won it most at some point. I think maybe now it's Manchester United or Liverpool. When you come to Premier League, we have also won a lot. The only trophy that we haven't won, which people always keep talking about, is the Champions League, which we are on the verge of going for it, and hopefully, God willing, we perform well and we win. So let's see what will happen when it comes to the Premier League um, at the end of the season. You you beat West Ham next weekend, and we are mathematically safe without kicking a ball. You are absolute legend. Man, you are the funny, 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 funny. I hope you're pronouncing it. Is it Funnel? Maybe your name is Funnel. Probably. I thought I said funny, but funny or Funnel. Thank you, man, for joining. Big up to you. Good to see you, man. It's been a while. I hope you're good. I hope you're well, and I hope everything is going on well for you in your locality or in your situation where you're in, man. Big up to you. But yeah, that would be great. West Ham, we beat them 3-4-0. The league will almost be wrapped up, man. 2 games to go. And how sweet would it be maybe if Manchester City drop points before we even play Everton. I mean West Ham United. How big would that be? That would be a big relief. I'm praying so that at least Everton gets something in the bag, even get a draw against Manchester City. And like I said, David Moyes, this is the moment. This is the time. And this is the day that if you want to give your captain, that is Mikel Arteta, who was your best player, a gift of the Premier League trophy, this is the game of football that David Moyes has to turn up and recoup his team and say, let's go for it and beat this Manchester City team so that Arsenal can win the league. Let's all the Evertonians turn up and support their captain. As we know, Mikel Arteta was their captain at Everton. So if you want your captain to win, show up against Manchester City and do the job and beat them or maybe draw against them, and we will be happy. You will be celebrating your captain and giving him the right thing, the right tools that he deserves. So, Everton, hands up to you. Do your thing. and win the game of football for us, and we can move forward on there. Great. Big up to you guys. I mean, I like football for the love of the game. I don't necessarily support any team exclusively. I just feel that players make teams, not teams make players. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I'm glad at least you're a little bit objective there, which is great. I mean, but the way you talk sometimes feels like you over lean on certain teams compared to other teams as well, which makes sense. I mean, always I'm biased when I'm talking about Arsenal, so it's it is what it is. So you got to have a team that you also root for. City fun here, but big up to the channel. Well, Marseille City, big up to you, man. Big up, absolute legend. You guys are great, man. I appreciate if you come very openly and say, yes, I'm a City fan. I mean, big up to you, man. Thanks for joining the channel. Thank you, man. Subscribe to the channel as well. Let me know. If you have a channel as well, let me know. We can collaborate. I mean, we can talk football, man. This is the world where if you have opinion and you want to share things, man, I am a free guy, man. Let me know. Hit me on DM me, whatever you can do, and find me anywhere. I can be found anywhere. The Arsenal Stand on Twitter, the Arsenal Stand on Instagram, the Arsenal Stand on TikTok, wherever you can find me. Just tell me you wanna collab and you wanna do shows with me at some point. I am very, very 100% open, man. I love collaborating with people. So let me know if you have a channel and you want to discuss game of football with me. You are more than welcome, man. You are more than welcome. But big up, big up. Thank you for coming, man. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it so much. And yeah, wonderful day for Arsenal, man. Let's hope you guys can crumble and you get the pain or at Everton. That would be great. But let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling and see what else will happen anyway. But all in all, man, we did great. It was good. It was a good game, such a good game. I enjoyed it. Massive performance from Saka, Yokeres, and Miles. We did what we could do, and we got 3 points. And now we are 6 points ahead. So let's keep it rolling, and let's hope the next game that we play would actually be the same. We would extend more lead to to move forward. The only thing is City is gonna play before us actually in the next weekend after they play. So hopefully there will be drop points somewhere, and that would be crucial for us. And West Ham, I know they got beat by Brentford, and going to their home is going to be difficult game, and they're fighting for relegation and staying up in the Premier League. It will be a massive game, but we will get there. The main thing now is to just win the Champions League semifinals and get to the finals and celebrate and have fun, and then get back to business. That is on the weekend that is Saturday playing West Ham United. How celebratory would it be, man, if if Manchester City drop points at Everton and then we go and win the Champions League semifinals, wait for the game, and go and play the next weekend that is on Sunday against West Ham and win that. And we'll be through, man. Like Natil, I mean, Fanil said that we are making it, beating West Ham United 2 games to go, we will be done and dusted, man. We will be done and dusted. Big up to you. Yes, Alex. No Everton needs to lose. No Everton needs to lose. Oh man, let's see. I mean, what Alex, you're controversial, man. You are such a controversial man. But I appreciate it, man. I respect your opinion, but I appreciate you for being around here and having fun with me, man. Guys, thank you so much, guys, for joining. Thank you for being part of the show. And as always, always, I big up you and give you all that you enjoy and have fun, man. It's been massive. And tomorrow we will come back again to look at the game as well, after, a few games that has gone. And maybe we will have a little bit of, discussion on key things that happen in the game as well. And probably if you want to be part of the show as well, like I said, just DM me and let me know. You can join the stream as well and be part of the show and we discuss. So yeah, that would be great. I'm looking for people that needs to collaborate and wants to be a member or a panel in the stream. Just give me a holler, and we will be in position to link up and you can come and give your opinion on the game. I want to be a channel that people come on and even if you're Manchester United or even if you don't follow any team and you just want to be here and discuss the football, your love for the football, man. If you want to stay on the comment as well, that's great. If you want to be on the screen and share, just let me know ahead of time and we can link up and bring you in the panel and we can discuss the game of football together. Like I said, we're gonna have a new podcast coming on the channel and will be massive as well. So keep your eyes peeled whenever we generate and bring in. That would be massive for you. And yeah, we understand and give you all the details on transfers, on news, on watch alongs, live stream, and stuff like that. All those is coming. And there's a guy who actually messaged me last time that he wanted to work on some editing and stuff. If you're a good editor, just DM me. Let me know. I'll give you some job. You can try to edit some few videos that I do as well. So or do thumbnails and stuff like that. Crazy. So we're moving forward, man. We're moving mad. Like I said, we need to move on. We move on, and keep the channel moving on. We are on the road to 2K. So big up to every legend that has subscribed, and big up to every legend that always stay on the channel. Laka Saka, Alex, big up to you, and also our new guy, Mose. So Mose City, I think maybe that's right. Is it pronounced like that? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, big up to all of you guys, and big up to BP. I mean BPB 101. Thank you for joining us well today, and it's been a massive, massive, massive stream, guys. I will see you guys again probably tomorrow as well. Let me know and hype the stream on your way out, and yeah, be part of the channel as well. So thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for. If there's no question, no nothing or anything, we can actually end here for the day. But if you guys have some more questions, you have any submission, let me know before I leave. I have about 2 minutes to go, and we will be done for today. Um, Wonderful. Let's see. Okay, I think I went through all the comments and nothing really here from here. But let me see. Wonderful. The Twitch gang. I don't know why I'm not seeing any comment from Twitch because I have some guys on Twitch as well. Let me see how can I access the Twitch here and see how people can comment because I haven't seen that on here. Let's see any comment from Twitch here. Yeah, I just started Twitch today, so basically nobody knows me on Twitch. I don't think I even have any follower on Twitch. But if you guys want to go follow me on Twitch as well, you can be absolute legend and go there and follow me as well. Yeah, I don't have any follower on there because I just started the channel today and stream on there today for the first time. Man, you gotta try it. Big up. I haven't really used Twitch for ages, but guys, it's all good. Let's see here. Always enjoy your stream after a game. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Oh, thank you, Ari. Ari. Wow, what? How have I not even learned to pronounce your name, man? Every time, man, I can't even pronounce your name. Let me see. How can I pronounce? It's Aria Desai, something like that, man. Forgive me, man. Forgive me, man. It's just I'm terrible at names, man. I'm terrible at names. That's why I have my name Mr. Laughter. So it's just a simple name. I don't really have some. If you guys know why I laugh a lot, that's just my name. So I laugh a lot. It's medicine, man. It's medicine. In your bad times, laugh. In your free time, laugh. In any moment that you're in, please laugh. That is my rhythm. Laugh in pain and laugh in enjoyment. That is the rhythm. Keep it going. One love to you guys. Thanks for joining, and thanks. I will see you again tomorrow. And one love to all of you. Ciao.